What's going on, fight fans? This is the Encyclopedia George Kennebrew here with MMA Mayhem TV. We are here at Legacy 47, center stage. This interview is being brought to you by ssfightstore.com. And I am standing here with a man who single-handedly was on a mission to, and I quote, ruin and devastate. And I guess you could say watching the fight, he got it done, but I'm going to let him go ahead and tell you the whole entire story. So, Mr. Jordan Rinaldi,
yes, sir.
You were in a little tussle and bustle there with one Clay Harvison, which I'm sure you expected. But the bottom line is you weathered the storm and you got it done. Tell me how.
Exactly. I knew that he was going to be really aggressive, and I knew that if I stuck to a simple and direct game plan, jabs, feints, and setting up the takedowns with those, that I was going to be able to get him to the ground. And once I did, I was able to control him really well. And it took some time, but then I sunk in the rear naked. I think only like 20 seconds left in the second round, but it was just more technical than I guess people are used to me, because a lot of times I go and brawl stupidly, I guess. But it was more technical, and it was more thought out and patient, I guess.
Now, one thing I noticed in the fight is you were completely just smothering him there before you eventually put him away with the choke. Was that part of the strategy, to kind of wear him down and then eventually fish for that rear naked one more time before you got it?
It wasn't. One of the biggest things in MMA is rear naked chokes and just no-gi or gi jiu-jitsu are super easy, but when you have those gloves on, it's much harder. It's easier to defend the choke than it is to sink the choke in. So once I got down there, that's one of the things I'm very good at, is taking the back. And when I do take the back, even now, after all the training that I've done, it's super hard in MMA gloves to get a choke in. And honestly, my forearms were starting to burn, my biceps were burning, and right towards the end of the second, I said, all right, his neck is open, I'm going for it. And I was able to get it to where it was under the chin, and I hid the arm that was choking him so he couldn't reach around and get the gloves. So that wasn't the plan, but it worked out well, I guess, for me.
Now, last thing, the $1,000,000 question. Yes, do you feel the mission was accomplished? Did you feel you devastated and ruined?
I don't think devastated and ruined, and honestly, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to ever hurt somebody for like a permanent injury or anything like that. But I do want to dominate all my fights, and that's my job, is to go out there and dominate. And that's how people get to the next level. They finish fights and then they go up and up and up. And I've gotten to this Access TV level so many times, and now I'm just reaching to get that UFC point. And I think I dominated the fight enough, but it wasn't devastating. And that might be something that the UFC is looking more for, but I think the overall performance was very dominating.
Well, I mean, hey, the rear naked choke, that's a form of devastation and domination to me. So exactly. they can deny you, but they can't overlook you anymore now. Exactly. They ain't got no choice to.
And if it's devastating, here's why it's devastating. If I choke him unconscious, then I can just get up and stomp him until kingdom come, So that could be devastating.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in all, ladies and gentlemen, he got the job done, and he has proved definitely that he is worthy of ascending to the next level. So all future organizations, if you don't know, now you know. It's Jordan Rinaldi. And this interview has been brought to you by ssfightstore.com. Page turn. Bye.